Yes, Suzanne. Monica is here. You guys are so funny. So yeah, I'm 3 minutes late. Sorry about that. I was running around the craft room getting my stuff ready. Um, so I'm glad to see Lords in the chat. We were talking about you yesterday, Lords, because I know that you're in Southern California. Wasn't really sure exactly where you are. So we were thinking about you, so I'm glad to see that you're online. Hey, everybody. Melody, hello. Rhonda, Kim, sorry if you have to kick out early, but we understand. We've got Suzanne and did I say Rhonda? Hello, Rhonda. I thought I saw Robin. Yep. So, hello, everybody. I was just saying hello to everybody. So, is everybody ready to get their snark on today? So, I know that we've been talking about it, and I know you guys asked for this. So, I'm always happy to oblige. And of course, we are continuing with our theme use your stash, not your cash. So, I was shopping the craft room to see what I could use for snark. And I had some of my snarky sentiments from my Tim Holtz stickers out already because we were using them yesterday when we were playing with our full deck challenge. And I made a little cluster using one of my snarky sentiments. So, yeah, so I hope everybody is ready to get their snark on today because that's what we're going to be doing. Thank you to everybody that put in some orders yesterday for the cards. As I stated yesterday, I am going to be participating in the full deck challenge this year. So I have some of those vintage playing cards in the shop. If you guys want to participate with me, I know she comes out with her videos every Thursday, Robin said. And I was thinking maybe we'll do our challenge on Saturday. Um, so when I come back from my hiatus, we will catch up on our full deck challenge. I'll be behind a few weeks, but we'll do a few cards. And then what I'll do is after she posts her theme, I guess I'll post the or I'll schedule the video for us so you guys will know if you haven't caught her video. And then you can play along with me if you want to. I think that'll be fun. So that'll be a regular thing we'll do all year. And that's what I'm trying to come up with is ideas for some consistent video, consistent themes of what we'll be doing on our videos. So that's one of them that I'm going to be doing. And if I find any along the way, then we certainly will add them. So that's the one of the plans. I don't want to say that's the plan because that's one of the plans for for this year. I can't say next year anymore, right? Because it's this year. So this is technically the last live that I'll be doing for a few weeks. But I will be on Instagram posting. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys can keep up with me on what's going on. And then, of course, when I come back, I'll schedule a live and get us all caught up. The reason I won't be doing my lives is because I won't have my cameras. So that's the main reason. If I did, I would do them while I was traveling, but I won't have my cameras. So anyway, we can enjoy today, and then if I can sneak in another live this week, I will. But we'll have to see about that. No promises. I hate to. I'd rather under promise and over deliver. So I'll say no more lives, and then if I do, just watch for the notifications. I know you guys are real good about notifications, and if you're part of my backstage pass, I do try to post it in the Facebook group to let you know if I'm going live. It's usually just like a minute before. But life is just so busy. It's hard for me to be too organized. So I tend to run by the seat of my pants. So, final announcement if you guys are planning on ordering anything from the shop, I am going to be shutting down the physical products in the shop probably towards the end of the week, because obviously if I'm not here, I can't mail them out for you. So if you want something from the shop, then do it ASAP. Of course, would you do the monthly challenge of cards and color theme? Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can do that. Right. I have a few ideas, Lord. So let me let it brew in my brain for a bit. But I do have another idea for a monthly challenge for us as well. But I want to be able to have it where we can post them as well. I have an old blog on Blogspot that you guys can post your creations. Would you guys like to do something like that? Because the thing with challenges is I want to be able to see your results. So we can talk about that a little bit more. Once I get back. But yeah, I want to have a little bit more structure to what we do. Certainly, I love to just kind of make it up as I go along, and we'll do that as well. That's fun. But a little bit more structure. All right, let's get to the snark. Let me go ahead and, excuse the reach, transition down. And we can try to get this going. We can get our snark on. All right. So let me ask you guys, do you, and you guys participate in the notes because I truly want to know. Do you guys make snarky cards, or do you just like to watch other people make snarky cards? And here's why I ask. Snarky cards sometimes are, how do I say this? They don't necessarily have a theme, like a birthday or you're sick, or they don't necessarily have a reason. I guess it could be just thinking of you, right? Or just funny to make someone laugh. So I'm curious, do any of you in the chatterbox, hey Craft by Jay, nice to see you. Do any of you in the chatterbox, do you send out, do you make snarky cards? And if you do, when do you send them out? Like, do you send them out for occasions? Do you just kind of hoard them? Or what do you do with your cards? Just curious, right? So let me know in the box, and I'll read some of the answers as we go along as well. So, a few days ago, I created these really fun cranky cats, right? Let me see. I'm trying to get even here. And they're more of a coffee theme, but I used my retired snarky stamp, and I made a few of them. So we did that a few days ago, and then I also shared with you these as well, which I thought, I love this one, Blow Me, it's my birthday. So if it can make me laugh, I'm sure it can make you guys laugh. So I made those, and I have them on my desk. My sister's birthday is coming up, so she's gonna get one of those. She doesn't know it yet. She doesn't watch me on YouTube, so no problem. I also have my snarky sentiments from Mr. Tim Holtz. These are the Small Talk snarky, and I used one of them yesterday on this little gem. She was tempted to cause a scene. She looks like she's about to cause a scene, doesn't she? She's not very happy. So I used one yesterday. And yeah, see, that's Robin. That's a good point. To no one's surprise, I hoard them. I'm afraid anyone I send them to would take offense, right? And that definitely is a concern. But you have to know your audience, I guess. And I think that's why snarky, and I love snarky cards. I think they're so funny. I don't like the real dirty ones. I almost said the nasty ones, but the dirty ones. I don't really like the dirty ones. I like the funny ones. So that is something to think about, right? If you're making because there's some kind of, I don't want to say crude, but just ones I wouldn't necessarily use. So you have to know your audience. Okay, so let's see here. I'm just looking through some of my stuff here. Most of the stamps that I saved, I listed some of my snarky stamps over on the website. I love this one. Maybe we'll use this one. Most of the stamps that I saved for myself were the Christmas ones because I like Christmas sass. I think it's funny. So I've got this 1 day of coal, 364 days of fun. I'll take my chances. This Christmas, I've decided to put mistletoe in my back pocket. I think that's funny. I don't know what that one says. I don't have that marked. Let's see. What does this one say? Retired. I shared that one with you. But these are the ones that I'm saving. I love this one. Whoever determined that a 1-inch candy bar should be called fun size should really evaluate their standards for entertainment. I agree. That's more my aunt used to call M&M's mouth fresheners. And then, why does toilet paper need a commercial? Who's not buying this? I love that one. I've used that before. And then, they dared me to is always a valid excuse. Keeping that one as well. I think that's so fun. I also pulled out some of these girls here because they look kind of snarky, right? They look like they could have snarky sentiments. And that's the thing. We don't necessarily want to excuse me, just have the sentiments. We also need a character to go along with it. So I got these a while ago. They are old City Girls from Deep Red. Great stamps. Love their stamps. They are kind of like Stampers Anonymous. They've got the deep red rubber. Love them. And then I also have, from when I was on the design team, I Break for Stamps. I want to say this is from I Break for Stamps. And these I've done before as well. Because I love these characters. Look at, I did her 1 year for Christmas, and I said, "Who you're expecting, Mrs. Claus?" I did her outfit in red, and it was pretty funny. But these are funny to me, and they've got some funny sentiments. So I've kept these just because I like it. Robin, you're asking me if the deep red rubber is still around. I don't know. I think I got this on a D-stash, to be honest with you. But check it out. Check it out for sure. And then I have some So Susie stamps. I don't know if you remember Susie. She passed away a couple years ago, maybe from COVID. But she used to run So Susie stamps, and I was on part of her design team. And that's these right here. So I have good friends know the exact number of drinks you can handle before you make poor choices. Great friends hand you that drink. Too funny. And I know that Cracker Jack stamps maybe took over So Susie stamps. So Cracker Jack stamps. Does that sound right? I know that someone bought out So Susie stamps. It's only murder if they find the body. Until then, it's just a missing person. There are always two types of people there are two types of people in the world: people you want to drink with, and people who make you want to drink. I don't do a lot of drinking stamps, but I kept these because I think they're pretty low key, I guess. Sometimes I have to tell myself it's just not worth the jail time. Love it. And this one is You're the Bomb Diggity Shiznit. It's not necessarily snarky, but love that one as well. So I also scavenged a few French Bulldog images. You guys know I have a Frenchie. So of course I pulled out that. And then I also pulled out these two stamps because I think these would be good for Snark. This is the Crazy Dogs. You guys know this one, but I think they look like they could be a little snarky, right? And then I also pulled out this one because he looks like he could give up some snark. Don't know if I'll use them all, but that was just kind of my thought. I would say go through your, go through your stash. Don't use your cash. find people. I think people are good for you know, to add your snarky sentiments, right? And it doesn't necessarily have to be a person or a stamp, you know, where they look like they're being snarky or angry, kind of like my cats in my pajamas. They don't have to look angry, but those are always good. Those are always good ones. So yeah, just something to think about. I found my scissors here. All right, so let's see here. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to cut these out really quickly. As you can see, I only have 2 little images because this was like a last minute I found these. And that's because I wanted to use the... Look at this guy. He's so cranky. So yeah, so let me just go ahead and cut this out. And let's see what we can come up with. So yeah. So who here doesn't like to receive snarky cards? Like it's not your cup of tea. I mean, I would think if it's not your cup of tea, maybe you wouldn't have joined the live because it's just not your interest. But like I said, I'm the type of person where I like snarky cards as long as they're in good taste, if that makes sense. I mean, I don't like the ones where they, I don't know, talk about, I don't want to say nasty, just dirty snark. That's not really my thing. I like funny snark. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. It makes sense to me. I hope it makes sense to you guys. But there's 2 types out there, right? And I like the funny snark. And I'm not a prude or anything. I mean, I think there is some humor in some of the dirty snark, I guess. It's just not my cup of tea. Just like cutesy isn't necessarily my cup of tea. And it's not that I hate it, it's just not my style. Just ain't my style. Alright. As long as they don't seem mean, Jay. Absolutely. Yeah. I agree 100%. And some of them are mean. I agree. Tim Holtz turned you onto the snarky cards. Yeah. I pussycat so well. Well, thanks. Guess I've had my practice. All right. So I want to do some stamping first. I don't want to just do digital. I want to do some stamping. So I cut out some white cardstock. And let's do, and then I think we'll do some coloring as well. So let's check out these deep rubber. And let's see. Oh gosh. Thumbs are still giving me problems, but I've gotten real good at, it's amazing how much you have to use your thumbs. But I've gotten pretty good about not using my thumbs. At least I'm trying to. So, and for those of you that don't know why I'm talking about my thumbs, some of the medication that I'm taking has started to affect my joints, which they said they said that was one of the side effects. So I'm not surprised, just annoyed. All right, so let's see what we can do here. Let's just, I don't know. I'm going to color these, so I don't necessarily want to stamp them on lighter cardstock. It's going to be heavier cardstock. And then let me see what snark. Let's see what snark I want to use. Sometimes I have to tell myself it's just not worth the gel time. Let's see. Let's see. So fun. That's cute. I don't know. I guess any of these would work. Let's go with the little. Let's go with the girl. I think the flowy hair girl. The flowy hair girl. All right. Let's see what we got going on. Deep Red still has the girl stamps. Yeah, it's a really good set. When I had a reunion with my sisters, I made them all a card. There's four of us, so each got a different each got a different girl based on what I deemed as their personality. um, so just looking at my snarky here, getting my snarky. They dared me is always a valid excuse. I like that one. So let's go with this one. And sometimes the thing with the snarky stamps is you can't always find, an image to go with it, right? So I'm just thinking. I might actually stamp and color them and cut them out. So let's do that. And then that way I don't have to worry about the sentiment. I'll stamp that on another card. All right. Lots of decisions, right? Lots of decisions when you're working with snarky cards. And that's the thing too, is like I said, you can't just stamp a sentiment. You have to, have something that will go along with them. And these girls work really well with snarky sentiments. Just because they look like they'd be a little sassy, right? I like the toilet paper stamp. Yeah, me too, Robin. Me too. I guess that's why I'm keeping it. Alright, so just trying to get a good, nice, crisp image here. Okay. Looks pretty good. I think I'll do this one a little bit more, just to try to get that black hair. So let's push down. And these deep red rubber, I'll show you in a second. They're pretty thick. As far as the stamp goes. So, it might be just having a problem because my Sweet Petunia pad makes it a little bit thicker as well. But look at, if I can show you, look at how thick this is. I mean, look at the space on my Misty. It doesn't go flat. It's pretty thick. All right. So let's go with these two girls, and we'll do as many as we can. Don't know how many we'll be able to make. We'll see. Yeah, she does look snarky, doesn't she? All right, so I got my Copic colors out. I'm just coloring, and gotta take my glasses off whenever I do Copic coloring here. So let's add a little bit of contrast to this, right? Just a little bit. I'm not doing black. I'm doing a dark gray. It will look like black. I just want to get some of these white streaks out. There we go. All right, and then her hat, I don't know. Let's go with, do you want to go with, I think I'm going to do green and purple, so let's go with a purple hat. Does that sound all right? Let's see. So let's just do a little outline here. Sometimes when you go with darker colors with the Copics, you lose some of the lines, so you have to be careful with that. I know not everybody plays with the Copic markers. I have almost every normal color. I don't have every Copic color, but I have the basic colors, which enable me to, you know, do what I need to do. Ooh, that's a pink. That's not a purple, is it? Let's see if we can. Interesting. That is definitely not a purple. But let's see if we can pull some of that purple out. Might still work, right? Yeah, I think that works all right. You love the smell of Copic markers? Yeah, they do definitely have a scent to them, Melody. All right, so um, I want to do green and purple. Um, let's test. Let's test this. So that's the green I'm looking at, and then this would be the purple. I think those will go well together as a plaid. So let's give her a whirl here. These are small little squares. So when I do Copic coloring on the cards, I don't really get to see the chat very much. Because I have my face down, so apologies with that. And I'll still try to talk here as I'm coloring, but it can get a little difficult. Oops, wrong side. Okay. So see, I already screwed up right there, but that's all right. You know, these cards don't have to be perfect, right? I've already smeared that too. They just have to be good enough. And by good enough, I mean good enough for you. They don't have to be good enough for anybody else. Just you. You just have to be happy with it. At least that's how I feel about it. Maybe it was a mistake going with the plaid here. See, I've already kind of screwed it up, but that's okay. Did I screw it up? Let me see. Got green, purple, so this will be green, not purple. Let's see. Green, green. And this might be one where you paper piece. Maybe you find a plaid that is already on printed paper, so you don't have to color these in. But we'll be happy with it once we're done. We're almost done here. I know this has taken probably more time than I wanted. But we're getting there. This is typically why I don't Copic color when I'm doing my lives, because they do take a minute. It does take a minute to do these. Let's see. So See, it's getting thinner and thinner here. And then that's some green, green, green. Holy cow, guys. All right, so let's see. So this will be green here. This will be green here. And that's green right there. And then this is purple right here. Purple, purple. Okay, whoo! All right. So that's the plaid skirt. Let's see if you can see the green and purple. Excuse the cough. Just catching up on the notes here. Wednesday, she does look like Wednesday Addams, doesn't she, Tina? So, Melody's question about the foam to mount the stamps. If you have some sort of a MISTI, if you just put some double-sided tape, that works. That's what I'm doing. I did mount mine, some of mine a long time ago. But if not, you can find the mounts on Amazon. They're not that hard to find, guys. So you should be able to find them with no problem. All right. Just looking at the shirt here. It's a little bit too light, I think. It's always a good idea when you are coloring to just test your colors too. I know some people just jump right in. But it is yeah, I like that one. It is a good idea to test your colors just to make sure they are what you want. And to make sure that they coordinate well. So let me ask you guys. I've seen a lot of ads in my stream about those color coordinating cards. They're like, they come in a box and they have colors and they have a picture and it shows you like what colors coordinate well. I was kind of intrigued. I didn't buy it, but made me curious how many people buy that kind of stuff. I mean, I think it was like $40, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of a lot of money to buy a box to tell you what colors coordinate. But that was just me. Again, I'm using my stash, not my cash. So that was a no for Monica. But I was just curious. I mean, obviously there's got to be people that buy that stuff, right? It seemed kind of expensive. But just curious. Yeah, Robin, it is called the cling foam mount. And I think I got mine on Amazon when I was doing mine. You can find it pretty easy. Easy Foam, I think, is the one that I would get. So if you look for Easy, I think that's what it's called, Easy Foam. You should be able to find them with no problem. Okay, E11, and just looking at my numbers here. So that's E11. Those are both E11. And then E33, I think, is a good one. So I'm going to do the skin. You do have it, Robin. Okay, so good. Tell me, do you use it? And I'm afraid to hear the answer, but I am going to ask it. And does it help you? Like, under what circumstances would you use it? And no judgment. Just curious. I would love to see Robin's craft room. let's bring this color out. Oh, look, I didn't color. I didn't color. Was it this one? Part of the shirt. I was hopeful that I grabbed the right color. All right, and then the boots. The boots, should we do the boots black or red? I'm thinking black, but I'll let you guys decide. All right, so now let's do the face. Now there's a couple ways we can go with the glasses. We can kind of color them like a gray to make them look. Okay, so that was wrong. This is the dark one. A gray to kind of make them look, you know, like the aviator glasses, or we can just color skin through them, so this like you see through. You can't really see the eyes in these, so I'm trying to decide which way I'm gonna go here. Okay, that's pretty good, I think. And then let's find something for the lips. I don't want to go too red for the lips. Kind of want to go more of a, I don't know, maybe a pink, baby skin pink. Let's see this one. Baby skin pink. Ooh, maybe I should have used that one. 21. I'll leave that for the next one. So yeah, so maybe we'll go with like the aviator. Let me find a real light gray here. Number 0. And then for the lips, I'm trying to find something just really, really light. Pale pink fruit. That might be the one. That might be a little light though. Yeah, it's pretty light. But that's okay. All right, let me catch up on the chitter chatter here. So Robin says you can choose a color that you want to use, and it will give you colors to use with it. Also, if you want to use colors to create a certain scene, it will give you options. So do you use it? A lot of people use them as challenges to use. Yep, I've seen that. I've seen them in challenges. Bright red, bright red lips. Of course, Kim would say bright red lips. I would have expected no difference. I think we'll go subtle though. Oh, I gotta still do the arms. Shoot. All right, so these are. I'm going kind of with an aviator style of glasses, so we're not gonna do the skin through it. And I think that works. But for the skin, we gotta do the arms here. So she's got a bracelet. I see that. We'll do like a little pink bracelet maybe. I mean, that might be all right for the lips. All right, and then the arms. So we're gonna go with our dark. All right. Thank goodness these have points, because whew, it would be hard to color these if it didn't have a point. Okay. And it's hard to shade also with the small areas. All right, so what did we decide on the boots, guys? Do we want to go black? I think so, right? Once these blues are dark gray, if not black. Yeah, but I don't necessarily want to go that way. I used to download one more than the cards. Okay. Hot pink boots. Ooh, that's a good idea. I like that. I've got this right here. Yeah, that would work. Or maybe this one. I think I'll go with this one. It's a little bit more subtle, I think. It was an impulse buy. Oh boy, Robin. Yeah, I've had those because I don't know why I've been kind of watching those color cubes. They keep showing up on my feed. Dollars was a little, if they were like maybe 15 or 10 or something like that, maybe. Because I think it's a good idea. But then I had the idea I might just do my own color swatches off of the inks that I have. And that might be alive, guys. So we'll see. All right, so there's number one. Let's get a card together because this coloring is gonna take a lot longer than I had thought. So let's cut her out. We'll save that one. All right, so let's go ahead and cut her out. And this is thicker cardstock, so of course it's going to be a little bit more difficult to cut out, but we'll make it work. Just the paper doesn't flex as easy, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay. She does look sassy, though. Probably shouldn't have gone that close, but that's all right. Okay, we'll cut that off. See, if I was doing this on my own, I probably would scan this into my new Cricut. And I'll be honest, I haven't played with the Cricut too much, but only because I know I'm going to be away from it, and I'm the type of person, my brains are in my hands, so I have to be using it so I don't lose it, because I'll never remember. I'm sorry. I just know me. So when I come back, I plan on jumping into my Cricut Joy Extra. I'm excited to do that too. All right, so let's see. Let's see if I can do this. That's pretty good. No, that's pretty good. All right, so do the boots here. So I'll tell you a little story. So I don't know if my husband can hear me tell the story. When I was in college, I had these really cute white boots that had rhinestones on them. And I used to wear this, and this is college, guys, so we're talking, 22, 23. I used to wear these cute little mini skirts with them. And my husband, the way I met my husband, as he was a roommate to a friend that was in the dorms with me. So I lived in the dorms for a couple years, and then I got an apartment with friends. And we must have had a party or something. I don't know what, but he ended up on my couch. I guess he spent the night. And I must have come downstairs. I must have had my boots on or something. But he said the way that I caught his eye was my little white boots. So we still talk about that today. So whenever I see boots, I always think about that. And thank goodness I had those little white boots, right? Because maybe we would have never gotten married. But yeah, but they were really cute. They were, they weren't high boots. They were more like, I don't know, smaller boots, and they had the flap, and they had the rhinestones. They were really cute. But yeah. Let's see. I know I just ordered the girls. So you, Melody, you ordered these girls? Yeah, they're cute. I hope you'll use them. You said you won't use them, but I'm not sure what you're talking about. All right, so there she is. So we can go. No, no, not really go-go boots. They were more because they were more like they were more like, I hate to say it, like Dallas Cowboyish boots. Um, but yeah, definitely not go-go boots. All right, so let's see what we can do here. I think I'm going to cut this down. Your Halloween sticker girls. Oh, Melody, if you ever need more, I can get you more. Don't be afraid to use your stuff. All right, so I grabbed this while I was cutting this, just to see if maybe we could create some sort of background. So what can we do? So I have this. I have this brush. And what kind of background should we do? I kind of feel like I want to do green, just to kind of go with her. So I just grabbed Mowed Lawn. So let's just do a little bit of background. And whenever I want it to be real light, I always pull out my big brushes. Um, these were entirely too expensive when I bought them. That's when I would spend, but I'm not on a spending spree right now. Although I am gonna buy something. I'm not telling you what, because I have an idea of something I'm gonna do on a live. So we will be doing something kind of fun when I get back. That's pretty good. I just wanted enough to create sort of some interest, right? So I'm gonna kind of leave that. And it's gonna be just very simple. And I know I don't do simple, but is this the one? I can't find. And it's going to go right on the card. So let's see. So we're going to need something in the background, guys. Any ideas? Maybe a stamp. Maybe a background. Just give me some ideas, guys, here of what I can do. Because that just looks a little too plain to me. You just scan and cut more than your Cricut. Really, Melody? That surprises me. Because I thought more people used. I thought more people used the Cricut. All right, I'm just kind of looking around my desk for ideas. Maybe we could do like this, and then put the sentiment. That gives us a little bit more interest, right? And then the sentiment, but then we don't have room for the sentiment. I wonder, what if we did, and I'm just thinking out loud, so apologies here. What if we, no, I don't like that either. I mean, I guess we could cut out, we can cut out the sentiment and put it like right here as maybe a pop-up. I kind of like that. Let me see. Let's try it out, guys. I guess we won't know until we try, right? So let's give it a whirl. Let's give her a whirl. All right, so Tim holds bats. No, that's not the direction I want to go. Let's just kind of put that there like that. Now, I didn't put any tape on this side, so we're going to have to be real careful when we lift this up. Yeah, that works. All right. So we can, let's see, what can we do here? We can cut this on with a die. If I knew where my dies were, here they are. So we can, I kind of did stitching, and then this has stitching. And if we can find a die that would fit. Are you guys with me? What do you do with the tumblers, Melody? I'm just curious. I'm being nosy because I'm looking at what you guys are talking about. That hurts. Alright, so I think, yeah, I think this one would work. Melody's another one that I would love to see her her craft room. I mean, mine's just a big old mess. Okay. So we can do this, right? And then we can maybe put it, that's kind of the direction I'm going. So let's get this cut. Okay, so this is what I came up with. It's a little wonky, but I'm okay with that. And then we can maybe do something like this. What do you guys think of that? And then I have these on my desk, but I don't want to overdo it. Do you guys like that? I think that might work, right? I'll keep the string. So where's my green? What do you guys think of that? Give me some feedback. I'm just putting some of this green around it just to make it coordinate. There we go. Yeah, Melody, okay. So it'd be something like that, and then make sure I get, that looks pretty good, I think. Alright, so maybe put that over. Okay. So let me get her glued down. And she's going to be right at the edge. Right, so that right there. And then we're going to put this underneath her. So I gotta figure out exactly how to center this. So probably right in the middle, it looks like it'll work. The white looks kind of stark. Does it even with the color back here, Robin? Okay, so I'm gonna put that just like that, and then this I'm gonna just kind of slide under like that. All right, I think that's what I'm gonna go with here. See, so this is what I'm saying. So they dared me is always a valid excuse. So is that a birthday card? Is that, you know, who do you send this to? It's cute. I mean, I'm not saying it's not cute because it certainly is cute. I think I'll go with my walnut stain. So that's kind of my point. So who, you know, when do you send this to somebody? I mean, it's a cute sentiment. It's a cute card. Maybe just to tell someone you're thinking of them. I mean, I think if you just want to make someone smile, right? Yeah, Robin, because I thought about that too, that it would be too white. That's why I grabbed this stencil. So we were on the same wavelength. All right, so there's the first one. I think I'll put a little bit more. You see how on the stencil it's kind of coming down there? I think maybe I'll have it come up a little bit here too. A just because card. Yeah, I mean, I guess that probably would have to be what it would be, right? I mean, I guess it could work as a birthday card, but I don't know. There, just a little bit of green coming up. Some are cute and have no purpose. Yeah, that's true. All right, so there's number one, guys. They dared me to is always a valid excuse. This is the first time I've actually used these frames from Tim, but I think with the green combination and the background, I think it works out well. And I think it came out cute. I'm happy with it. All right, so that's number one. So where's my little police dog? Gotta use this guy, right? And then we'll come back to the girls. All right, so I wanted to use let's see, one of these. I used to have one about a police cop pulling you over, but I don't know where it's at now. All right, so maybe we'll go. Sometimes I have to tell myself it's just not worth the gel time. So I'm thinking I'll put him on some background, but I don't know what. So we're gonna kind of make this up as we go along. Maybe something like that. But then I have to put this. Let's see. I started a cluster. What if I put him kind of on a cluster? Right. Something maybe like that. Just to give it some depth. Thinking out loud, so you guys are welcome to throw in any type of suggestions. So let's see, I have this. Maybe I'll do that down here, right? All right, so let's figure this out. So let's go ahead and get this done. I guess I could, this is oversized stamp, so I got to do it this way. Okay. And this is from the Inspector stamp set. So I'm just going to, because that kind of looks like, I don't know, something a cop would have. And I'm going to do that in blue. So let me find some blue. Let's see. Faded jeans, maybe. Alright, so, and then maybe we'll put some stars around. Do I have a star stamp? I wonder if I have a star stamp. I think I do, right? I've used star stamps before. Okay, so let's put these lines here. And I think we'll do top and bottom. Or should we do, yeah, probably just top and bottom. Maybe just the bottom, because we're going to do the sentiment. Okay, so there's that. I want to put this away so I don't lose it. So there's part of the background, right? And then, let's see here. Service. That kind of looks like something a policeman would have. I lost my police guy, guys. I lost my little police dog. Dang it. Oh, there he is. Okay. Phew. So I'm going to trim that down. So maybe we'll do like a little, I don't know, like a little service. Something like that. What do you guys think? I'm just kind of winging it here, so. That's my glue. Okay, there's my glue. So maybe just stamp that there. Okay, so let me, I know I'm going to do this, so let me add some darkness to this. This was the start of a cluster, guys, and this was just on my desk. So what are we doing? We're using our stash, not our cash. So it's on my desk. You guys annoyed with me yet? It was on my desk, so we're gonna use it just as a background, right? I like it. Then maybe I'll do the service like right here. What do you guys think? I think I need stars though. Do I have stars? I must have stars somewhere. Let's see. I mean, stars are just pretty common, so I'm sure I have a star hanging around somewhere. I'm digging through some of my smaller. Hey, Julie. Thanks for joining. Kind of want to find stars, guys. I found it. So I think I'm going to use this little star right here. So yeah, so let me let me go ahead and get this glued down. Okay. And he's just going to go kind of right in the middle because the sentiment, I believe, is going to go on top. Probably more like that. And then where's that sentiment I'm going to use? Of course, I've lost it. That I think is going to go right there. There it is. Sometimes I have to tell myself it's not worth the gel time. Do you have a star punch? I do, smart girl. The question is, can I find it? I have all my punches in a drawer, so I should be able to find it. But it's a bigger star punch. Let me see. Oh, maybe I can use a little banner. Okay, so yeah, that's the star punch I have. But that means that I have to find good paper though. Just, it kind of have to be blue paper, right? That's what I think. All right, so Melody, I found these ticket. Maybe I could put that on that. So I found some paper that I think would work. It's It's more of a turquoise than a blue. But let's see. Oh, there it is. There's the blue I want. Yeah. All right. It's a darker blue. Okay, so this is going to be interesting to punch, y'all, because let's first of all, let's do this because we know we're doing this. So let me humor me here. So I think that's going to be in black. So let's just get that down. Just stamp it and color it. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Ooh, it's too high. Shoot. All right, dang it. Yeah, that's not gonna work for me. We're gonna do this again. Shoot. All right, let's do this. Let's stamp this first because that was not gonna work for me. And then we'll glue him down. Yeah, that's just wasn't gonna work for me, guys. No, Max. Max is too sweet. I don't think he would give us that attitude, Lords. All right, so now that we re-stamped it, let's try this again. I may have to rethink that stamp at the bottom. All right. So here's the thing. I can't use my thumb to punch. There's no way that's gonna work. So I'm going to. Oh, that was good. Okay, that will work. I'm gonna do a couple of these. That actually punched easier than I thought it would. All right. And then I just think I want to do. So this was a good idea, Melody. I totally forgot about my punches. So maybe something like that. Kind of have to do 3, I think. Right? Don't they say you have to do odd numbers? Do I need 3 and not 2? I'm kind of thinking I do, guys. Alright, so I love that little dog. So cute. And yes, it is in honor of Max, my little Frenchie. So we'll put one here, right? Kind of just like that. And I think I'll do one down here. Three is fine. Yeah, I think we need 3. And I'll do one right here, I think. And then the service, I think, will go down here. I may not be able to use that star, or maybe I can. We'll see in a minute. And I did want to trim this card a bit because it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but I want to add paper behind it, so maybe we should keep that in mind when we're adding our stuff. All right, we need one more star, I think. And we'll put that? I don't even know. We'll hold on to that. I know I want to see. Sometimes it just depends on when you're putting your card. It depends on other factors, right? I mean, and that's why sometimes if you get a little too ambitious and start, gluing and stamping away, some of the other elements that you know you wanted to use just don't work out. Half of the page. Well, that's not a bad idea, Julie. Okay, so let's get our service in here. I like it. That looks good. And then let's see if we can maybe get this back in here. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, so I guess I probably should have started with the sentiment first because I was kind of off when I went to stamp my sentiment, which you guys saw. Okay, so okay, so Julie's idea. Where's my star? Julie's idea was to put the star kind of off the paper a little bit. So, like maybe like that. It's not a bad idea. And I was thinking about, let me just do, hold on. I kind of wanted to do this. I mean, let's see if it's even gonna work, right? That's not gonna even work. So that's out of the options right there. But I am going to trim it. So if I put that, I don't know, does that look weird, you guys? I'm not sure if I'm loving that. Maybe I should. Oh, actually, that one looks better down there, right? But then it's kind of, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? What do you think? Ideas. I'm looking for ideas. I'll put my glasses back on. Move the third star up to by the sentiment at the bottom. Okay, move. I would move the third star up to by the, okay. So like right here somewhere you're thinking? I like the idea of off the card. That's kind of a good idea. So like maybe like that. Or maybe maybe like that. Then I got all this blank space here. The mind sees a full Oh, maybe I should have them like overlap. Oh, I like that. Yes. No, by the gel time. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna, like that. Maybe. But then I've got white spaces, so I just don't like that. Love the suggestions, but I think I'm going to do this. And then that way the white is balanced, if that makes sense. I don't even know if that makes sense, but in my brain, it makes sense. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna trim it. All right, so let's trim this here. So I know I'm gonna trim this. That'll have to do. All right, so you know what? I'm gonna try something. So I found this cap. We have, those Glade plugins. This is the top of one of the Glade plugins. And watch this. Well, it's not working now, but I liked how this kind of gave me a subtle, of course it's not working with this one, but when I used my black, it gave like a subtle circle. I'm not going to do it now, but I would have to do the black, but I thought about that too. And then I can also, I guess, so should I add color or just leave it? I don't know. I don't know. We're just going to leave it, I guess. So, but we are going to... go ahead and add our Distress ink. Probably should have used blue, but I always go to my walnut stain. It's cute, huh? That's kind of cute. All right, so that's number 2. So we did this one here, and then we did this one. Yeah. I guess, you know what we could do? we could mat it. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. There we go. The stars in the back. It's alright, no one's gonna see those, right? Yeah, I think that looks better, having it matted. Alright, so that's number 2, y'all. So they dared me to is always a valid excuse, and then sometimes I have to tell myself it's just not worth the gel time. That's funny. All right, so shall we do another one, guys? Maybe we'll use a paper doll. How's that? You guys remember paper dolls, right? You know what paper dolls are, right? Okay, so let's see. I know you know what a paper doll is. So let's first figure out a paper doll. All right, so probably a bigger one, right? Probably somebody that's kind of snarky looking. I don't know. To me, it always has to be a lady that's snarky. It's the women that kind of have the snarkiness. But could be wrong. Hey, Frida. See, these people are sitting down. I don't know if I want someone sitting down. I need someone standing up with an attitude. A gal with an attitude. Let's see if we can find it. Can we find a gal with an attitude? Let's see. Ooh, these girls look like they have an attitude, don't they? I don't think I've... God, that takes up so much real estate. I don't know. Let's see. Got a lot of couples. We're getting there. See, I don't know if I necessarily want to have it be a group. That might be able to do something with them. Let's see. I should organize my paper dolls better, but they're just all in a bin right now. Let's look at some of the sentiments. You can cut out the paper doll on the left. I could, yeah, I could do that. Yeah. So, let's see. Let's see here. A penny for your thoughts. If you met my family, you would understand. Let's see. So those are like single line. And then the white ones have more of a, like a phrase. I was going to do something today. I would challenge. Let's see. Life is not a fairy tale. I don't mean to brag. Cleaning the children. And the house is like brushing. Let's see. I like this one. How much better would life be if a liar's pants really caught on fire? Really did catch fire. That's funny. She said, that's a lot of money to spend on crafts, and I knew we couldn't be friends. I know. I will do. I have an idea. I've been looking for this. So I think I'm going to do this one though. So I like the sentiments. Sometimes I wonder how you put up with me. Then I remember, oh, I put up with you, so we're even. That's good for a bride and groom, right? All right, so the question's going to be, where do you get stuff like that to card make? I'm using my stash, not my cash. So most of this is Tim Holtz, Frida. So this was from Deep Red Rubber. These were sentiments that I had from Riley and Company. This was Riley and Company as well. And then, of course, my paper dolls and my snark is from Tim Holtz. So yeah, just a lot of it is just stuff I have in my stash. So let's figure this out. I don't know. Do you like how I start a sentence and then I just change it midstream? Okay, so I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. So maybe I need a background, obviously. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. See, I don't want it just to be half, which that would be half. It kind of needs to, I kind of want it to encompass the full thing. And let's see. Use your stash. Go in your closet. Figure out what you got. Pull it out and use it. That's what we're doing. All right. So I have this. Maybe bingo. Nah, I don't like it. Trying to I mean, I can maybe do this, right? Let's see what I can do with this. So so yeah, let's see if maybe we could do something with this. So this is tissue paper. You guys know about this stuff. We've used it before. These are the rolls. Tim also came out with just the actual sheets, right? And I got those too, but let's see if we can tear this without making a complete mess. And it's going to be kind of jiggity anyway, so I'm not overly worried about the way I'm tearing this. But I also have this. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. All right. He did make a stamp like this. I wanted to cover the whole page though. So that's why I'm thinking maybe something like this. And then I'm going to like kind of put white over it a little bit. Or I don't know, what do you guys think? Maybe just part of it. See, that's not what I want to do though. I know what I want to do. I want it to be kind of outlining them. So I don't think I've ever done this before. So I'm going to glue this to the tissue and then I'm going to fussy cut around it. But the fussy cut is going to be kind of big. So that way it kind of looks like the background, but then I still have the white in the background. Does that make sense? Okay, so, and this I'm sure is not going to be the easiest to fussy cut. probably would have been better to tear it. Maybe I will tear it still. So let's just get the outline here. And this might be a terrible idea. But it's my idea, so I'm going with it. Let's see. All right, so we're still trying to figure this out. Okay, so I want to tear. I want it to be, it's not looking how I envisioned it. You know how sometimes you have a vision in your brain? Well, this isn't how it looked. See, I'm not liking it now. Yeah. Sometimes your brain has a better idea, but that's not what I really wanted. So we're gonna scrap that idea. And again, not every idea works out the first time, guys. All right, so maybe we'll just put this in the middle. All right, let's try that. Okay. Let's see. Where's my brush? Hold on. I gotta find my brush. Tracing it with water. Yeah, I've seen that before, Tina. But it's, I think I'm just gonna go with, I think I'm gonna just go with some Mod Podge here. And we'll see how that works. All right, so let's just start right down the middle. All right. And then let's just put this right down the middle here. And I have a brayer, but of course I can't find it, so let's just do this. Okay. I really want my brayer because I have an idea for it. But, alright, so something like this. Let me go cut this really quickly. All right, so I did end up cutting this after all. And now we have this. And by running it through the Big Shot, it really laid it down good. So that was good. So this is kind of what I was thinking, because I wanted to have some edging. So if I wanted to add remnant rubs or something like that. And that's kind of why I wanted it to just be around it. So I think this is what we'll go with. And then I'll probably put black cardstock around that. But let's just start with this. All right. So where is my black soot? We don't use black soot very often. And the reason why is it's so messy. But I am getting out the black soot, guys. We're getting out the black soot. We don't use black soot very often, but today is the day. All right, so, ooh, look at that. Look at that. And black soot definitely is dramatic. So I'm just kind of lightly adding this. Now for the edging, it's a different story. We're gonna have to wash those. Let's see if I can complete this thought. All right, so there. All right, we're going in. We are going in because I want the bold black on the edging. All right, I like it. So did you see what I did here? All I did was get some of that tissue paper and just kind of put it in the middle, right? So that way I had space on each side, because I want to add, you know, stuff. And I'm going to use the sentiment, which I think I'll probably do a cross, or maybe I'll cut it up. We'll have to figure that out. So let me add this back on. And when I add the black framing around it, it will also give me, it'll also give me more room. So so there's that, right? And then let me get my black cardstock. Okay, so I found this one already embossed, so let's just go with that. This is already the four. Okay, so that's perfect. All right, so we'll do that. This has the embossed gears, and I know you won't be able to see it very much, but again, you know, why cut into a perfectly good new black 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock when I can just use this that's already cut? So that's why I'm doing that. So there's that. And that's a little loose, but we're gonna live with it. All right. How about a circle? Okay, so Um, let's see. There it is. This is the one I want to use. So this should be interesting because it's got a lot of words. So maybe I need to go with black. I don't know if this is going to stand out very well. Unless... Thinking here, guys. I'm thinking. I don't know if that's too many words. Let's see. Let's see. One of us is right, the other is you. I like that one. All right, so I think let's see. Mounted on black paper. Yeah, but I think it's too much. It's too many words, I think, Melody. I think that's the problem. I think I'm going to go with this one here. One of us is right, the other is you. Let's see. And I'm going to cut this. And glue it. Or use second page. Yeah, I could, right? For an inside sentiment. One of us is right. The other one is you. Okay. Okay, so one of us is right, the other one is you. And I think I'm going to do it a little wonky. Should I put that down there? Oh, it's too late now, Monica. Alright, so let me see if I can maybe get a little bit more glue behind this. Okay. And then I think I'm going to get this. This is the Collage Medium Tim's. And I'm going to add, my paper is kind of coming up a little bit, so I'm just going to add this to help it stay down. Maybe I'll add some of this here too. I don't know if I need it, but I'm doing it. Okay, so there's that. And then I think I might add some remnant rubs or some small words. Let me see what I got here on my desk. So I saw some remnant rubs here. Let's see what I got. See what I've got. Numbers. This side. I guess I could put a number, right? What else do I have here? Telephone number. kind of want to put something, something. Um, let's see, what else do I have? Oh, maybe I could do some hearts. What if I did like a heart, a black heart? Ooh, black hearts. Ha! I don't know if that's good for a marriage, but we're going with it. Okay, so we're gonna put some black hearts. It's a black and white card, so why not? Uh-huh. We'll put these right there. And then we're just gonna add some black hearts. Just because. Let's see. Let's not spill this water. Where are we at time? Oh my gosh, we've been almost going 2 hours. I guess this will be our last card, guys. Alright, so there's a black heart. I think we're going to have to stamp this a few times or add some embossing powder. We'll see. Let's see my embossing powder. So we'll do that one. Yeah, see how that made it pop? So much better, right? And then let's not spill this embossing powder all over the place. Let's do another one. I don't know, maybe here. Is there anybody still out there? This is a long one, guys. I'm sorry. Snark takes time. All right. And then I think I'm going to do another one here because we're going in threes, right? Let's do this one right here. Do that one a little wonky. You're good, Melody? Okay. You're a trooper. Thanks for hanging in there with me. I know we're going a little longer than we normally do. All right, let me put this where I'm not going to lose it. And let's add some embossing powder to these hearts. Let's see, I need a spoon. Rather not do it this way. Let me see what I got. I don't know where my spoon is for my embossing powder. Alright, so I guess we're just dumping it. The problem is it gets all over my paper. We'll do that one there. And then we'll do this one here. See how it gets all over? Oh. Okay. Keep getting it on his pants. I don't want it on his pants. That's true. I could. That's fun. So that kind of works, right? Okay. So, no warping so far. I've been okay. Um, all right. So that's my snark today, guys. Let's kind of recap what we did here. So, I know we didn't get to play with everything, but sometimes snark takes time. So the snarky, if you have these came out a while ago. Small Talk Snarky by Tim Holtz. I don't even know if they're still available, but that's where I use these sentiments here. And then these two here, this was a digital, and then this was, of course, a stamp from Deep Red Rubber. And hey Shay, and this was, of course, some of my old stamps. So if you are looking for some snarky stamps, I do have some in the shop that I'm destashing. So if you want to check them out, check them out. Check them out. And if not, don't, I guess. But yeah, so if you're looking for some snarky stamps for not very expensive, I think I have them for $2 a piece, which is pretty cheap, I guess, for a stamp. And, then you can make some snarky cards of your own. So, thanks, Rhonda. I had fun making these. I don't make snarky stamps very often, but they are fun. And I guess they do have a purpose, right? You just got to find the right occasion. All right, everybody. As a reminder, this is my last live for a while, unless I pop one in this week. But otherwise, you guys don't forget to continue to watch the channel. Don't make it irrelevant. There are lots of old videos out there on my YouTube channel. So be sure to, if you're bored, just go binge watch me. And that will help keep the channel relevant. YouTube has weird rules, right? So if people aren't watching the channel, then it doesn't get put into your feed. So try to keep the channel relevant while I'm gone. And I will talk to you all later. All right. Bye.